Hello, in this presentation we will talk about how to set up report groups so that we can later make custom reports and memorize them to those report groups, making it easier for us to go back to those memorized reports instead of resetting them up and reformatting them within QuickBooks Pro 2018. If you've been following along with us, we will be continuing with the Get Great Guitars problem. If not, that's okay. We're going to be talking about how to set up groups for memorized reports so that we can go back to them very easily. If you have the backup file, you can restore that by going to the File and Restore. We currently have Open Windows open, which can be found at the View tab and Open Windows list. We also have the Home page open, found at the Company and Home page. We're going to be talking about the Reports Center here. So we want to, at the end of the day, be able to make custom reports, change the header to the reports, change the title to the reports, change the fonts, or whatever we would like to do, and then save that report format into a group that we can easily find. We'll talk about how to memorize those reports later. First, now, we want to talk about how to set up a place to put those memorized reports, a custom place, a place of our own. In order to do that, we're going to go to the reports up top and then go to the report center. So we're going to go to that first icon, the report center. And here is our report center. And we have the tabs up top. It defaults to the standard reports typically. And what we're looking for are that memorized tab. We want that memorized section. So we're going to go to memorized reports. And here is our memorized reports. We've got banking, checking, custom, vendor, employees, and vendors. What we want is a custom report center, and we just want to make it our report. We could put it by name, or just call it something like my reports, or have different categories of reports where we would like to group different reports possibly that we will be saving monthly or yearly, and we could put names to them accordingly. I'm going to go to the Edit Memorize List to select this item. I'm going to go ahead and maximize this screen so we can see what is currently there. If we maximize this, we see here's the memorized reports, and these are the default reports. We got the account reports, the balance sheet, the GL, the general ledger, the banking, the company, and these are the subcategories and the reports within those subcategories. What we want to do is make a new category, and we want to make that category whatever we want it. We might want to make it by quarterly reports or monthly reports or something like that, or just a generic name such as our name or my reports. And so that's what we're going to select. We're going to just make it my reports. I'm going to select this drop down here, but I'm going to minimize the screen so we can see the drop down in the window. So I'm going to go back here and say this is memorized reports. And then what we want is a new group. I'm going to create a new group. And we're going to call that, I'm just going to make a generic name, my reports. And say OK. And then if I maximize this again, we'll see we have my reports. Now, whatever you name yours is going to fall somewhere else because it's in alphabetical order. And if we don't like some of the reports in here, then we can customize this field and make it custom just to what we would like in the field and kind of remove some of this other stuff. But here's going to be the My Reports, and we can put whatever we would like within the My Reports. So what we'll do later is we'll create some reports, we will create some custom reports and then save them to the My Reports and show how we can go back to those. And it can save us a lot of time because it could save us time in terms of not having to change the fonts. If we like the fonts to be different, if we like to have brackets around the fonts, if we like the title to be different, even if we want to save relative ranges and a comparative report or something like that to customize the title, any of that stuff. All that stuff will be saved here, and then all we have to do then is change basically whatever the update is to most likely just the dates after we pick a customized report setting. So in the future, we're gonna make some custom reports, and we're gonna put them to this location. Once again, this location is, if we close this back out, and we close this back out, just to get back here, we're gonna go to Reports, and we're gonna go to the Report Center, and then I'm gonna make this full screen. We're looking for the memorized reports. And then we're looking down by the sections that we want. So if I make this a listed format, We then see our breakdown here of the information. We don't see the subcategory of My Reports here. There's no reports yet there in the My Reports. So if we went to the Edit Memorize List, then we'd see it is here. And that's where we're going to apply this information out as we start to memorize reports in the future.